Hello and welcome to Titan Radio Live, a collaboration effort between Titan TV and Titan Radio. I'm your host, Shelby Stancliff, and today we have Denyah in the studio at Titan Communications to play a few songs for us. If you like what you hear, visit her on Spotify or YouTube. Take it away.
The gravity of the situation is weighing down heavy implications and pushing me back. The tragedy, all your dangerous expectations for yourself, cause you hate the damnation of staying in one place. Why can't you sit down? Why can't you sit down? Let yourself free fall in your space. I know I get down. I know I get down. Want to be healthy, tall, and in good taste. But I can't be your gravity. I can't hold you down. If you push me away, rely on me for sanity. I do the same to you, but I can force you to stay. Lately, every day is a Sunday for me. Nothing to do and no one to see. Peace in the trees. Chasing, building my endurance. But maybe I've reached my tolerance. Your high is gone in a breeze. Are you safe and sound? Are you safe and sound? Will you show up for me when I need you? I'm never homebound. Was never homebound. Wherever I go is home if you're there too. But I can't be your gravity. I can't hold you down. If you push me away, rely on me for sanity. I do the same to you, but I can force you to stay. Gravity.
Welcome to the studio, Denyah. Go ahead and introduce yourself and who you brought with you today.
Thank you. My name's Denyah. I'm here with my guitarist, Noah, and on keyboard we have Topher.
And what were those first two songs that you played for us?
So the first one's called Gravity, and it's a single. And then I also have the song Comeback, who is also a single.
And so that first song, Gravity, was off of your most recent EP, Daydreams, that you just released this year. And if I'm correct, that was your first studio EP. So what was that process like for you, writing and producing the songs and putting them together and ordering them and getting it released?
Well, it was really exciting. It was definitely a long process. I worked on the EP for probably a little bit over a year. But the studio experience was really, really beneficial. I really loved it. Having an engineer there to kind of take what, producers and I were coming up with and really make it clean and, sound all pure and nice. I really loved it. And, I just collaborated with a few producers. And I'm glad that it came out the way it did.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, it sounded great. And you're also a student, so what's that like working with, obviously you have to balance your schoolwork and your music career, so how do you manage it?
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. A lot of rushing and anxiety for school stuff, but I mean, it's just good to remember why I'm doing what I'm doing. I mean, remembering the big picture at the end is I just want to be able to express myself creatively and to the people out there to hear my voice and hear my sound.
Yeah, and it's so impressive that you can have that balance. And so this next song you're playing is a cover. So what made you choose this song of all songs?
I just think it's really optimistic and cheery, and I love Kelly Uchis, and she's just a lot of fun, and I love how the song is really about staying determined and staying on your grind, saving yourself from the muck.
Of course. Would you mind if we heard it?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
And so that was After the Storm by Kelly Uchis, of course. And I saw that you categorized yourself as pasta R&B, which I think is the perfect description of your sound. So what artists do you take inspiration from that kind of help you mold into that genre?
Yeah, I mean, I've always listened to a lot of indie and obviously R&B, so I like to blend the two together. Some artists that I like or that influence me are Blood Orange and Solange and SZA even, and a little bit of like even indies like King Cruel and stuff like that.
So if you could collab with any artist, who would it be?
Oh wow, I have a long list. I've been really, really heavily into this artist like McGee, so I think that his production would pair really well.
Yeah, big fan of their guitar style
Oh, yeah.
and tone. So I wanted to switch gears a bit, and you might be sick of talking about this by now and getting all these questions, but so the last song you're going to play for us, Easy Baby, that was featured on the show Dear White People. So how did that happen, and what kind of effect has it had on like your listenership?
Yeah, that was absolutely insane. I made that song in my senior year of high school, and it was just like recorded on my phone, and I mixed it together in a video editing software, not even an audio software. So I definitely didn't expect it to go very far, and the way that it did is just crazy. I mean, they reached out to me. I didn't even, pitch it to anybody, so I'm very grateful and lucky. And yeah, it's been a great rise to my followers, and it's just like more inspiration to keep going.
Yeah, of course. And that's like super impressive too, especially something you've produced yourself and so long ago. But we appreciate you coming out and making the time to share your music with us. Before we head out, would you mind if we heard Easy Baby?
Of course.
I drink lots of pina colada. I got guns, I shoot like retarda. Tend to go south like Dakota. He can pick me up in my 59 to soda. You say I'm not picking up lately. I need you to take it easy, baby. I'm a little strange, out of the ordinary. Got a truth serum, they sing like canaries. I'm easy, 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 baby. I'm easy, 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 baby. Baby, I'm a prize, a prize, a prize that may come as a surprise, surprise, surprise to you. You don't even realize what can lie behind these eyes, these eyes, these eyes, babe. Wind in my hair and I got some daisies. A playful girl, but I won't let you play me. No, it's not that easy, baby. Magic 8 Ball, ask again, maybe. Know a good place right down the road. You will never know if I'm speaking in a code. I'm kinda scary like heat from a stove, but something keeps bringing you home. It's easy, 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 baby. I'm easy, 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 baby. I'm easy, I'm easy, easy, baby. I'm easy, 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 baby. I'm easy, 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 baby. I'm easy, 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 baby. Things keep sliding, call me electric. Join me, baby, you won't regret it. I bet you thought that
Thank you for watching Titan Radio Live, a collaboration effort between Titan TV and Titan Radio. And one last big thank you to Denyah for coming to our studio and playing for us. If you like what you heard on today's episode, be sure to check her out on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, and anywhere else you can stream music. Broadcasting from California State University Fullerton, I'm Shelby Stancliff, and we'll see you next time.